Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, welcome. So glad to have y'all here. I hope that you're having a fabulous day. Can you hear me all right? Can you see me? Yeah, I have a new canning jar as requested by Margie. This is a little bitty jar. I want to grab another stamp. Let's do this one. I've got the Live, Laugh, Love set. And so it's a tiny little word that says love. And I think I can get that to fit. Let me get where I can see it. I'm going to put it right in the middle. So it says love. And then let's grab Oh, maybe I saw one. I've been working on my stamps. So I've created indexes with my stamps. Oops, that one I didn't get stuck on there all the way. So I'm working on trying to get them organized a little better. Let's do the little Cosmo. So I've got the little Cosmo. And, uh-oh, there it is. I lost the jar. The jar went missing. Oh my goodness. And then I've got the Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry. And I'm just going to stamp that over the top of that. What do you think? Kind of give us a cute little thing. Hey, Amanda Dawn. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Robin and Tanya Giovanna. Let's see. Raven is here. Of course, Margie and Ada and Rosemary. Let's see. I think that's about it. I hope I have everybody's prizes that I had your address for. If you're missing a prize, I need your address. I tried contacting a few people. One lady, I couldn't figure out how to contact through YouTube. I don't know how you can contact somebody if they've never had a video. But if you haven't given me your address, please do so. But I've got two orders that I haven't sent out yet that I'm waiting on. Well, I need to mail one just because, and the other one I'm working on a tutorial, and then I was going to mail her prize. Little jar love. You like it? All right. So as requested last week, some of y'all said, I need some lipstick. My lips are dry. That's the problem with tiny stamps. They fly away, don't they? Hey, Cheryl. And Norella, hello. Y'all had asked for a pink and black journal. Well, Norella doesn't have any pages that are predominantly pink and black. So I cheated. This page is from her spring paper collection, and this isn't the exact same page, but it's the same collection. So the background was a blue, some of them were yellow. And so I used my photo editing software, and I used the eyedropper tool and selected this background color. And then I chose in my software, replace color. So it replaced, for example, the blue with black. And I kind of played with there's a little adjustment bar that you can go back and forth. And so that's where this page came from. If you're interested, yeah, people told me to wear lipstick, Amanda. No, my lips are dry. If you're interested in a predominantly pink and black kit, now, of course, mine is I just altered what Norella created. Let me know. I'll let Norella know so she can do that. So you can alter the colors of some of your pages, and I'll show you some more as we progress through today. But that's where this page came from. It was a different color, and so I added it. And I've kind of already done a few things, which was I backed it with a page from the Enchanted Rose journal kit, and I went ahead and glued and then sewed a piece of fabric down the edge. And I want to decorate right here. So I was watching Pam from the Paper Outpost, and she took a book page and made a pocket out of it. So I thought I'd show you what she did. So I'm kind of looking, do I want to go this way? Yeah, I think I'll do that. So she took a book page. Depends on what size you have and what your goal is. You may want a little bit smaller page than what I have. If your pages are smaller, I'm working on 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Okay, yeah. Norella says, I'm here. Feel free to give feedback. I never thought anyone would want a primary black dark journal. Well, and I don't think that I did every page black, Norella, and you'll see from the messages that I sent back and forth that some of the pages are predominantly pink with touches of black. All right, so we're going to take this page, and Pam from the Paper Outpost kind of line this up. I'm going to use the text on the page to get it folded straight. Okay, we're going to make a basically a 4 tuck spot pocket, okay? So I folded this up this way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm looking at this, and I want to bring this over. I want to make sure that it's not more than 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 5-inch mark. So I'm thinking right about there. And then I'm going to take this piece and tuck it in right here. And then that creates a tuck spot here, a tuck spot there, a tuck spot here, and a tuck spot there. Did you see that? Did you follow that? All right, so next thing I'm going to do is get some distress ink, and I think I'll use the black. And I'm going to go over my edges. Now, Pam will distress her page after she has glued it together. I thought I would just quickly kind of go over where I knew I wanted some of this color. I'm looking at this. All right, I think right here. Now, my book page is rather thin, but I think that's okay. I think that it will be enough thickness to do what I want to do, which is to create a multi-pocket layer. All right, I think I need a little bit more right here. Thank you, Robin, for your donation. All right, so I think, all right, I like that. Got a little bit of black distress ink. I'm also going to add some other colors to this, but I wanted to show you something else. I've got a few journal cards that I want to put in these pockets, but if you put them in, well, they kind of get buried all the way down in there. You can't really see them. So I kind of was playing around with her technique, and I was like, okay, if I put this one here, and if I put this one in there, see, it kind of pops out because I haven't glued the bottom yet. And then I've got a spot over here, but of course, again, it will kind of cut down in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm opening this back up, and I'm going to crease this right about there. I also want to make sure that when I do this, that my element isn't going to be taller than 8.5 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right at 8 inches. So I made this crease mark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this little portion down. So we're going to get a layered pocket. Okay, so that's going to go there. Now, when I put this pocket over, I'm kind of looking at this. Yeah, when I put this pocket over, I think what I want to do is not have it come all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue so that when I put this in here, it won't go all the way down in there, okay? Now you want to make sure that you don't glue your pocket shut all the way. So I'm just kind of, all right. And then this piece, I'm going to glue. And I think I don't want this piece here to come all the way down as well. So I'm going to glue right here. I turn my glue upside down. Dang it, I hate it when I do that. So not all the way to the bottom, okay? And I'm going to glue this piece down. And then I'm going to take this piece and tuck it in, but I'm going to glue right across the bottom here. Put a little glue right there. All right, we're going to let that dry. So while I'm waiting on that to dry, I'm getting a scrap of paper, and let's grab a couple of stencils. So I've got, this is a stencil from the January Stencil Club. I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I think what I want to do, no, I think I'll just go ahead and do it on here. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to grab my pink Distress Oxide, which got buried. See, I've already got a mess on my desk. I haven't even been on for 15 minutes and I'm already done it. It's really simple pocket. All right, so now what I'm going to do is put some Distress ink in Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry on this side. So it kind of gives a little patterning there. And then let's close this. Put that up here. Let's grab a different stencil. I kind of went with some different diamond shapes. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just, I was doodling and this is what happened. So here's the half sheet. So we're going to put it on this side. And let's grab the black Distress. Now this is just black soot, just Distress ink. And then that just puts a little bit of black on that side. What do you think? Put the stencils back over here so I can find them later. Okay, I kind of like that. I think I need to put some Distress inks on the outside edge. I didn't do that earlier. And my glue is drying. No, you don't have to go to a desk. It's a messy desk is a sign of awesomeness. Well, thank you, Norella. All right, I like that. So, do I want to stamp over it? I think I do. I've got this is a new stamp. It's one of my favorite stamps right now. I'm using it a lot. This is called Henna Rose. I'm cleaning it because I had some Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry on it. Henna Rose, and I think I'm going to stamp it across like that. Oh yeah, I like that. That kind of make a pretty, let's go right here. I think that looks good. And I think what I should do, I'm going to clean my stamp because I want to change colors later. And I want to have that ready. I want something bolder. You know, and I haven't added this to my shop officially, but this is my, one of my mandala stamps. And I think what I want to do is I want a little bit of pink on this side. So I'm going to put maybe like that. Oh, and I have a larger mandala that I just came out with too. And since I'm kind of going in a line, I'm just going to continue down in that line. So it just kind of, it may be a little busy, but it just kind of gives some color. All right, so we've got all these layers. I know I want to put these in there. I've got this little tag. It's a pad of paper that was 6x6 and I cut it in half. I used this new ID punch stamp, or yeah, ID punch that I have picked up off of Amazon. And let's grab some fabric. Oh, and then we'll go to, we'll say this, we'll go, Giovanna, thank you for this little lamb. We're going to go to the sewing machine here a moment. I'm going to stitch on here. So let's dig in my fabric. I grabbed a bunch of ribbon and scraps of fabric. Oh, thank you, Tanya, for your donation that I thought would be pretty. So do I want to do it this way? I think so. And I'll kind of stick out the top of our journal a little bit. Let me get my fabric scissors. And I'm going to cut that at an angle. And let's cut this in. Okay, so I just kind of poked it through the hole there. Again, that's just some scraps I had left over. And I'm going to the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch right across there. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're already at $35. Thank you. All right, let's go to the sewing machine. I've got it set on regular zigzag, regular thread, regular needle, zigzag stitch. Mine is set for, I think it's 2.5 by 2.5. I've said this before, but if you're watching new, you may not know that. And I just stitched right across there. I don't change my needle, even if I know I'm going to sew on fabric. The key is to not sew through wet glue. All right, so let's put this together. Now, when you glue this down, you can glue this so that there's a pocket in the very, very back. And I think I'm going to do that in case we come across something that we want to stick in there. So I'm going to glue on these edges here. I'm just, again, using Aleene's tacky glue. I have it in a small bottle and I stole a lid off of the Easy Squeeze tacky glue. So it makes it easier to stand upright. I'm going to put this down a little bit lower on my page and then smooth that out. All right, so since I made that back pocket, I think, is this big enough? Oh, it's not tall enough. Okay, let's find some paper. I know I saw a piece of pink. Oh, maybe this piece would be good. This really bright pink. So what I'm going to do is I'll fold this. Let me measure. I think I want this to be 4 inches. So if I cut this down to 8 inches, and I don't want it to be the full 8.5 inches, so I'm going to cut it down to 7 3/4 of an inch. This is going to be a stuffed pocket here. All right, so I'm going to take this piece and we're going to fold it in half. Longwise. So this is just text weight paper. If you got some of my subscription boxes in the past, you probably got one of these pages. I may not have got it folded very well, but I thought that might look cute. Let's see if I did a good job. Like that. What do you think? So let's add some distress inks to the edges. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You like the way that looks? So depending upon how fancy you want to go, I think adding the black soot kind of helps this page have a little distressing to it. You know, you can continue to embellish it. You can stamp over it. You can use the stencils on it. I'm thinking maybe I want to do some stenciling with a little bit of black. I happen to have here, this is from one of my past stencil clubs. I'm going to line this up here. Let's do the black. Let's do a little black on here. And I'm going to be real light-handed with it. I just want a faint pattern to show up. So you can still write over it. You don't have to make it opaque. And it's okay if it's not perfect. I love these blending makeup brushes used for my crafts. Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? Just kind of gives a little subtle pattern. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Danya's taking a bath in Dawn. I do not recommend using Dawn to bathe with. Whenever I worked for Oklahoma Farm Bureau, right at the beginning, we had these pieces of equipment. Thank you, Ruby Lily, for your donation. Thanks for being here. We had these pieces of equipment that basically it was a machine that would retrieve a bucket. So that bucket had file folders in it. And so you would say G19 and the machine would go all the way back and go to the G and then up to the 19, and then that bucket would pull out and then it would come towards you. Well, I was the youngest in our department, and whenever the machine broke down, they would have me climb up in it to help pull the buckets. Well, I got grease all in my hair, and I ended up basically washing my hair in Dawn dish soap. But then I had to go back and put all these moisturizers on my hair and on my scalp and on my face. When it's stencil, you gotta be perfect, Margie. Okay, I like that. Okay, I think we need a stamp across here. So what do we want? How about, why don't we do journal? And I hardly use this one. Oh, I just knocked a stamp off. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Did you know that if your stamps lose stickiness, try at first to clean them with a little bit of water and see if they stick then, because they've probably got some dirt on them. If they still don't stick, like this one sticks pretty good, and I kind of do this even when they do stick, well, you can take some of this best glue ever and make a little bead on the back and then just use your finger and kind of swipe it real gently, let that air dry, and then it is super sticky. That's what I did with this one. I don't know if you can see the glue mark because it was so old that it kind of lost its sticky, but when you do it this way, you can keep using it over and over. All right, let's use this one. It says journal. Let's get jet black ink. And I'll just stamp that right there. I like that. And I know I'm going a little overboard, but just kind of, I love the way this Henna Rose stamp looks. Just giving a little bit of texture around the edges. So I'll do it on the inside as well. Gotta have to move the stamp pad so you're not stamping on top of it. All right. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Did you get my message? I sent your journal. What did Henry say? I missed it. A pre-Henry story? That was a long time ago. Oh, that's right. I think we got married. No, I was still working in the files department. Files department. Okay, I like that. All right, so hopefully this is dry now. So let's poke that down in here. All right, why aren't you going this time? Oh, I guess I just wasn't giving it enough oomph. And then this is from the Bella Rose kit that I thought would be kind of pretty to put. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. I probably could have gotten away with, and I may do this. And then where did that one go? Okay. I changed my mind of the order that I'm putting these things. And then I'll put this one down here. And you know, since we made this little jar, let's put it down here, but let's add something to it. So maybe a little piece, I've got a little scrap of fabric. Maybe like that, just a little scrap. It's kind of nice little layers. A pre-Henry story. I had a life before Henry. I had a life before Henry. You like that? Cool multi-pocket? And it distributes the thickness up the page so it's not all down at the bottom. Okay, I like that. All right, so over here, this is a pocket from the Enchanted Rose kit. I'm just going to glue this down and then let's find something that can go in the pocket. I did add little tabs so that you could have the full use of this pocket if you so choose. Like so. And I made a tag earlier. I figured even though we're predominantly using black and pink, white, ivory, and craft or brown also goes with it. So let's put that right there. And that's shorter. This one's taller. It's got a smudge on it, but you know what? Smudges are okay. We'll use the same stencil, and that will help kind of cover my smudge. See there? You can hardly even tell that I smudged it. Going ahead and going around the edge just a little bit. Now, if you like having rounded corners, I'm going to grab my corner chomper, get it on the quarter, and chomp the corners off. All right. Did y'all enter the raffle for 200 junk bucks? You know what? I don't even have a prize set aside. I've been so busy. I spent 5 hours on Sunday, processing orders and sending out, packaging up and sending out prizes. Yeah, that was Sunday. And then this morning I've been working on getting stuff ready for today. So I don't even have a prize set aside yet. Okay, I kind of like that. Just for simplicity. It doesn't have to have a bunch of, you know, super thick embellishments on there. We could, since I have this little strip, I'm going to fold it in half lengthwise. Let's go around the edge. Using it all up. You know, I don't want to have scraps left over. Just notice the ruffly edge? Yeah, I sewed some fabric on ahead of time. That way y'all didn't have to wait on me to get her done. Just a pop of pink. Oh, you know, I love this stamp, so I'm going to use it. Okay, I like that. Just kind of adds a little variety in there. All right, and flip this over. And this is from the Bella Rose kit, and this was a piece of black cardstock that I had. I think I even sent them out in the kits, and I thought that would make a nice little tuck spot. This was a cover from the Enchanted Rose kit, and I cut it up because whenever my print guy made them, I can't remember if there was an error in how they were printed or if he printed too many. I don't know. I have like 20 or 30 extras. You like the pink with the black? Doesn't that make a difference? All right, so I'm going to glue across here and down that edge. Y'all said pink and black, so that's what I'm doing. I did not have any black lace, and I didn't want to spend the time dyeing some, so sorry. This is going to go underneath there. Over here, this is one of Norella's words, and Norella, next time you make these, I want them to fit on 5.5 inches. Make them 5.25 inches long. So I thought we would go embrace the life that's calling you. We're going to cut that in half, basically. So I'm going to cut it close to the word life. And I think that one I'm going to cut a little closer to the T. All right, I'll go ahead and use some Distress Black Soot. No, I don't want it. I don't like cutting them up. I want them all to fit together. All right, so since we have a predominantly pink page, I know I have some strips of black fabric here. Maybe I used most of them. I have a piece that I kind of tore earlier. Yeah, I could go down the side too. True. All right. This is a wonky piece. All right, this will work. I'm just using all the fabric pieces that I already had cut. I don't know, do I want to do it that way or do it this way? All right, we'll contemplate. Do I separate them, put one at the top and one at the bottom? Or do I put them close together? So I'm going to glue the paper to the fabric. You love the ruffers? Hey Sheila, welcome. Blurry. Well, should it be going blurry? That's odd. Is it focusing in weird? Not blurry. Okay, I don't know. I think we'll separate them. Embrace the life that's calling you. Not blurry here. All right, well, thank you. Do you need me to do some psychedelic? Not having any problems either. All right, Robin, maybe it's your eyeballs. Change your glasses. Oh no, hope your monitor's not going either. You need it. If it does go, let me know. I have an old TV that you might borrow for a little while until you can get you another one. And then this is going to go over there. So here's our page. You come to it. You have all these layers, lots of layers. I stamped the label that's in the Find Your Wings set, and I was trying to decide. I think I'll do that. This is with the black. I think I like the black better. And let's put a little piece of fabric behind it. Like that. So you could maybe write the date on there. Oh, cool. So Lori says she's working on a storage in her craft room. She's having an antique oak dresser, big mirror refinished and transformed into a tall shelf above the drawers. Cool. A friend of mine had an old upright early 1900s piano. I wish I had room for it because I saw a really cute idea that someone shared with me where they turned that into a craft cubby. The next sub payment is coming out in February, but you need to hurry up and get your stuff done, Norella. The first payment will be the last Friday of February, which I think is around the 21st in 2022. All right, so there's a page done. All right, let's put this right here. Here's another page that I altered. This one took a little bit more time because I kept working on it and the colors weren't cooperating 100%. Like, I don't know if you can tell that this one has more green in it. So I just kept picking at it and picking at it. All right, so I'm just getting my next page of goodies. So I have some, okay, 22nd. The last Friday in February. Oh, it's the 25th. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember when it was. Norella says, hey there, Missy, you are being really bossy. Santa is going to leave you coal if you keep this up. Well, cool. I might be able to sell the coal for something. I got to harass Norella. All right, so here's just a bunch of pink things that I had in my stash. And I have a bunch of this scrapbook paper. And I have this black text weight paper. And I think maybe we'll make a pocket out of that. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. I think it's okay that this goes this way. So what if we were to make a pocket on the lower portion of this page, and then we could stick things in here on this side? So I'm going to cut, let's cut it 2.5 inches. So if we were to put that across here, I'm going to go ahead and add some distress ink to the edges here. Your mom put coal in your stocking, Henry? Really? I would see your mom doing that. Yeah, we'd find some crafty ways for use the coal for inking. Poison my enemies. I mean, I don't have any enemies. What do you mean? All right, I like that. I'll put that across here. I also have some of this pink fabric. I kind of like that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this into place. This was from the Paper Studio scrapbook paper. All right, so I'm going to put this across here. And then I want to put this fabric down the edge, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Yeah, Mom's snarky. All right, get dinner on. Good grief. Yeah, you burn it, use the charcoal, good for many crafting and health uses. Exactly. You got that bubble gum that said it was coal once, not real coal. All right, so I'm going to put a bead of glue down the edge here. And I've cut a strip of fabric at 1 inch. And I'm going to put it in the glue and then scrunch it up. Y'all see that okay? So if you don't have a sewing machine, just be generous with your glue. And you can glue it down the edge just like I'm doing. I had some scraps of fabric that I got because of my quilt guild. They did get together for a Christmas party, and I was thinking about going, but you know, I've become a hermit. I don't get out as much anymore. This past year especially. So I was going to tell Henry I was going to go, and then I forgot about it. I'll have to hit up my friend Phoebe in the quilt guild. All right, so I just glued that down the edge, okay? I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to do this side. And then we're going to go to the sewing machine after it dries a little bit. While we're waiting on it to dry, we'll work on putting some stuff in the pocket. Now, if you don't have black paper, you could always dye your paper. You can use acrylic paint. You can use Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. You can apparently use coal. I don't know that that would work. How else would you dye your paper black? Oh yeah, unless Robin needs to go somewhere. That's true too. I mean, I don't leave the house anymore. I used to go someplace almost every single day, but I don't get out of the house anymore. Robin needed to go to the post office Friday, so I got dressed and I took her out, and I think I had to run an errand afterwards. Virtual group. Yeah, join my group, Hermits Inc. Yeah. Stencil black flowers or lace. There you go. You can stamp it in black. You become a hermit too since the lockdown. Hey, Julie. Okay, I like that. While we're waiting on the glue to dry, I'm going to flip this over and let's look at this side. Oh, thank you, Lori, for your donation. Oh, I have this pink doily, or white doily, that we're going to make pink. I have a white doily we're going to turn pink. So, what shade of pink? Let's do, oh, I have a pink from the Garden Tea Party kit. Shaking it up, baby, shaking it up. So how many of you would like a pink and black kit? All right, I'm going to dry this real fast. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Y'all get in on the raffle if you haven't already. What am I going to do? You had a feeling a doily would make an appearance? I just happen to have one. Don't make me release the Christmas squirrels. Hey, Morgan. Hello. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Wrong drawer. And I happen to have, this is just some pink paper that I probably was spraying something else. That looks like there's a stencil on here, stencil pattern. So maybe what we'll do, I'm going to cut this down. Let's make it 5 inches wide. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Kind of a layered piece. Do I want to go on top? No, I think I want to go behind. What can I put over here? You know, I have this piece. I'm going to cut a strip. Let's see what this looks like. If we were to put this across the bottom and then layer this on top. And then I think we need something up there. So why not, let's just cut another strip. This was from the spring papers that Narilla had, and I altered it by replacing the colors with black. I think I like that. All right, so let's add some distressings around all those. Y'all get in on the raffle. And, oh, here's what we'll do. Okay. I'm just pulling out some papers here. These are mop-up papers. These are trash papers in a sense. I was trying to get some that kind of went together. And so you can kind of see where I had sprayed. This was probably working with the Outrageous Orange kit. That one I bluffed up and got some stamping on it. You know what? I'll give you, since it's kind of an orangey, there's a peach piece. And here is some text weight. So we'll kind of do some orange papers there. All right. Trash papers are the best. Exactly. Get your house in order, Barb. I'm so glad you're here. We've been missing you, lady. All right, so let's go to the giveaway. All right, I'm noticing that my screen is changing. And the winner of my 200 junk bucks is Sheila! Creative Nana, aka Sheila. Congratulations, you're going to get 200 junk bucks. I'll add those to your account later. All right, so we're going to go orange mop up / trash papers. All right. Put that up here. I don't lose them. Okay. So let's add some distress inks to the edges of our pieces here. I'm trying to decide if I want to. No, because it's got, you can see it on both sides. You're very welcome. Get some of my orange mop-up papers. All right, we're going to go to the sewing machine in a moment, and we're going to sew down the edges where the fabric is. And we need to make something to go in the pocket on the other side. All right, did I get all the pieces? I think I did. All right. So we're going to start with gluing these pieces down. Okay. Let's glue that across the top here. Smooth it out. Yeah, sewing lamb coming up. Sewing lamb coming up. Oh, thank you, Morgan, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all ready for Christmas? We don't really do gifts anymore in our family because I keep telling them I don't need anything. I mean, if they want to give me cash, that's okay, but I can pay for bills. Of course, we are going to go on vacation in January, so they'll probably give us a couple dollars to play with. My in-laws, that is. But otherwise, I say we don't need anything. Don't spend money on a bunch of frivolous gifts because we don't need it. I think I want to put it where it's in the center of that. And we'll find some little something that we can put on top of the doily. All right, so I'm going to come in from the edge just a smidge so that when I sew, I'm not sewing through my doily. Okay, and we're going to put this on top. Oh, you brought yourself an HP printer? Did you sign up for the Instant Ink program, Barb? I really like it. In fact, I mean, it took a little bit of time the other day. I had a cartridge that was bad. I got it. My printer said put in a new cartridge, so I put in the cartridge, and then it says take cartridge out and reinstall. So I took it out and I put it back in, and then it still didn't work. And I'm like, seriously, what is your problem? I think I'm just going to glue this one down, and then we're going to the sewing machine. So I had to do the messenger or help chat help with Hewlett Packard, and they sent out a new cartridge. I didn't have to buy another cartridge. And because I have the Instant Ink program, generally I hardly ever run out of ink before I get my next shipment. It happened one other time because I didn't turn in the cartridge that was bad by calling or messaging with them. Okay, I like this so far. All right, so we still got things we can put on this side, but what I'm going to do right now is stitch down this edge and stitch down that edge. Ooh, you bought a Spellbinders Platinum Plus die cutting machine. Oh, wow. Well, Margie, you were saying you were mad that you bought some dies that didn't work. 6 months of ink for free. That's amazing, Barb. That's a good deal. Very good deal. All right, so we're going to go over to the sewing machine. I guess only 3 people want the orange paper. Is that a hint that that's not what I should be giving away? All right, we're going to stitch down this edge. Stitching away. I had to replace my bobbin thread earlier. I was stitching along and then I was like, hey, I don't see any stitches. I see holes where the needle went through, but I didn't see any thread. I hate it when I run out of bobbin thread and I wasn't looking. Thankfully, I already had one round, so all I had to do was stick it in. So now we got the black stitches down the edge. You entered the raffle, but orange is not your color. That's right. Already you're back. What did you miss? What do you think, Norella? So this is one of those pages that I showed you a message of where I took out the green and I think there was yellow in the background and made it more pink. And then this was some mop-up paper that I had. Okay, we were at 4:30. All right, so we need a little decoration on here. So let's dig around in my bin of thingies. I've got this one. Hey, maybe that one. Somebody's messaging me. Uh-oh. What now? Oh, okay, I got you. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Nope, you'll get rid of your big shot as this one replaceable. Cool. Yeah, of course there was yellow. You like how that turned out? All right, so this is from the Enchanted Rose kit. I think I'm just going to glue it across the top right here. I'll make it a pseudo text spot in case you want to put a little something behind there. And let's see what I've got. Is this my word one? So I made a little folio. Did I show you this, Norella? This is where I took some of your images and some of my rubber stamp images. I've got On This Day and Vintage. Maybe we'll put those on there. What else do I have? Gratitude and Inspire. We'll put those out in case I want to use them on a different page. I just made little pockets out of clear transparency film. I cut them to fit, I think it was 5 inches wide and 2 inches tall. And I used the best glue ever to put a bead of glue around that outside edge and let that air dry, and then stuck them down so they wouldn't move on me. And then I stitched around them. And on the other side of this one, I started doing this. I stitched together to a blue piece of paper and then glued the blue piece on the back so I could put bigger things in here. You like that? All right, put these over here. I don't need these right now. Okay. So let's do vintage. So maybe a piece of black fabric. Where's that piece we had earlier? And it just happens it's kind of wide enough. How's that? And then we'll put On This Day. Maybe right there. You like that? You like my idea? Thank you. Love the folio. I mean, And I used, I think I used 3 sheets of paper folded in half. And I made 2. I think it's 3. I'll have to look again. I plan to make a Midori style cover. So 1, 2, 3. So here's where I did the pocket. And then there's a pocket on this side. And then my plan is I'll make a couple more of these and then I'll sort them by theme. Like these are all flowers. So if there's something that I want flower wise, I could go here and find them. Okay, I like that. I do not have any black lace, Julie. I was telling everybody at the beginning I didn't have any. And I didn't want to take the time to try to dye some with Tattered Angels because it takes so long for it to dry. And I was like, well, I'll just make do with what I have. Okay, we'll put that down there. How's that? I hope y'all love it. I haven't even showed them a sneak peek yet, Norella. I've showed them some stamps that I'll have on there. And I've been working on stencils that'll be for the kit. This will be a stencil, or it is a stencil right now that you can purchase. She used that in the kit. And then I haven't added them to the shop yet, but I've got these are stencils that I'll have in my shop as well. That kind of blend with the next kit. Pink and gray work. Yep. Do it yourself. Exactly. Put your own black lace in there. You'll have room. All right. I think I like that. I think that's all this side needs. So now we need to do something over here. Since we had these pieces left, I think what I'm going to do is I have these little journal cards. So what I'm going to do is these cards are 5.5 inches. So we're going to do 5 inches tall, which gives us a little skinny strip. And then these are 3.5 inches. So we're going to do, let me see if that's what I want. 3 inches. And then we can put those on this black. I'm not going to put anything on the back side this time. So let's put some distressings around those edges. Should we sew it? You've never seen black paper? Well, you get some in your subscription boxes from me occasionally. Cardstock. But I purchased, because I used to make a ton of greeting cards years ago. I had a wholesale account at a paper place that used to be here in Oklahoma City, open to the wholesale public, if that makes any sense. That is a storefront that you could walk in and buy paper. And I used to go there and buy 10 to 15 reams, meeting their minimum, but each color was different. Each ream was a different color. Black was some of them. I guess I have. Did I tell y'all that the next theme is kind of bohemian? Yeah, I have. I've told them bohemian, wild and free is the kit name. Okay. Keep a few for an accent. Yeah, black cardstock, but not paper. Yeah, this was cardstock here, but this is paper. This is what I call text weight paper. So I think those would look good in there. All right, let's stitch around these just to give them some interest. Spilled the beans. All right, let's go to the sewing machine. I'm just going to stitch around this outside edge. Yeah, I was kind of playing around with ideas and trying to decide what I wanted my next kit to be. And one day I started doodling, you know, all those stencil designs that I shared with y'all. And it just kind of made me feel like it was a boho, bohemian, free spirit kind of design patterns. And I made, I don't know, 10 different patterns that I was playing around with. And then I got to looking at some graphics online. And I said, hey, Norella, what if we did this? And I asked Norella, I said, you get to pick the colors. I need you to do it really soon, though. And it was before the Christmas kit, because I needed to order the samples of Tattered Angels that would work in the next kit. So I told her I needed 7 colors. So she came up with the color scheme, and I came up with what I wanted the design to be, and handed her over all those stencil patterns and said, get to work, woman. All right, so that just kind of put some stitches around there. You're sorting and found your tearing ruler. Woohoo! Modern hippie with feathers and mandalas. Oh, in fact, I moved it. I was going to show y'all some feathers, but I think, oh, here's one. So these are going to be real feathers that will be in the next kit. I'll get a white piece of paper so you can see that it's a tealy color. So you're going to get real feathers. All right, let's put that over there. So we put that in. I think it needs something up here. I'm going to add this piece. We'll cut it so it fits, but I'm going to add some distress inks along the edges here. You love those? You know, look at your pattern paper a little differently, and you can use bits and pieces of it as you need. All right, what I'm going to do is kind of stick this under where it was sewn and go across the page here. And then I think I can get away with maybe right about there. So I'm going to cut it. And I should be able to stick it underneath if I didn't glue the fabric all the way down. There. I'm going to cut it a little bit more. There. Just in case we see it, put some distress inks on there. Yep, I plucked them. Yep. Blue chickens. I think they're called dyed. I don't remember if they were guinea feathers. I don't know. I got a bazillion of them, it seemed like. Trying to get enough for the kits. Kind of making it look like it was put down before I sewed, even though technically it was not. I think that helped. What do you think? And then I've got the word inspire and gratitude. And then I've got this really bright pink fabric. I like that. You like it? Fat guinea. New guinea, old guinea, fat guinea. I think that looks good. simple, not too overly embellished. Skinny now, they have no feathers. It is not the same as a guinea pig. That is correct. I have had a guinea pig. In fact, I had hamsters. The hamsters I got because my biology teacher had hamsters that he had bred during the school year, and when it was summertime, he said, well, they need a home, and I don't know, I took them home. I happened to have an old cage because I had, when a couple years prior, a guinea pig. So I brought home the hamsters that were pregnant. I didn't know they were pregnant, and they ended up having lots of babies. So then I had to call all my friends, say, come get some of these hamsters. I have too many. And did you know that the mama hamster is a cannibal? That if there's a male hamster, that she will eat her babies to protect them from the man? Okay, what do you think? I think it needs something else, though. We've got this pale paint going on, and I did that pop there. Let's see if I have some more papers. I do. This is that bright pink paper again. Let's do this. I'm going to cut it in half. So it's 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut it to be 5.5 by 8.5. And then if I fold this in half, this will give us additional writing space, especially since this page is black. See, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Put behind there. Yeah, it's kind of scary, Tanya. You do, you know, because she was, yeah. It's horrifying when you didn't understand what was going on. So you have to separate them from the male. It's because of the male. If he's nowhere near her, not in her cage, then she won't do that. But if he's in her cage, she'll eat her babies. It's terrifying. Yes, think Black Widow. Exactly. The things you learn while listening to Linda on Lives. Sorry for those of you that have a weak constitution and do not like to hear of murder. I'm adding distress inks. Hey, Morgan! But they were fun to watch. I had, basically, we had this maze. My parents, whenever we would go to garage sales, we would buy other people's hamster cages. And then I learned how to attach PVC pipe together to make little tunnels for them to travel from one cage to the next. So I had like a little hamster city when I was in high school. They were fun critters. Okay. Let's do some stamping on there. And, you know, just because I've been using the same stamp over and over, let's use the Bella Rose stamp this time. Maybe? I'm looking. You know what? I'm going to use the Dog Rose stamp instead. I'm going to get my block. So I'll kind of I'll put one right side up. So it kind of looks like stationery. Did I get the black? Yes. And then we'll just kind of go around the edge. If you are looking for a specialty stamp of some kind, maybe you haven't found it somewhere and you want something made special, that's something I can do. If I know what you want description wise, there's a website where I can buy images, and sometimes I can draw them. Kind of depends upon it. If you're wanting a word phrase, Let's do the inside. I'm just going to stamp it with the right there in the corner, and I'll do the same over here. What do you think? Make a nice little rating. The mail needs some counseling. Gerbils do it too. Yep, yep. All right, let's put this right here. And then we're going to stamp around the edge again. This is good for adding a little pattern to your papers. I just added the word, and I think I have one here. No, it's this one. I have fabulous. Oh, and I didn't know I had this stamp. I did this. I wonder if that one's got a problem. Why haven't I been using this? Squirrel! Well, I did kind of push it hard, but I did this. Oh, cool. I didn't know I had that laying there. And I just got the fabulous stamp added to my shop. All right. Oh no, someone's having birds. Critters are funny. Now, dairy goats are a little different. They don't do that to their babies, but I had a goat that she had a stillborn baby. It means it died. It didn't make it. And she was so sad. She mourned for that baby. She had it, and I happened to go out in the pasture and find her. And I decided to just bury it where she had it. And when I did, I couldn't find her. You know, be like, where are you, Cookie? Cookie was her name. I said, Cookie, where are you? And I'd go out, and she would be in the pasture, standing where her baby's grave was. It was so sad. Okay, I like that pop of pink. It's going to be fluffy. You like it? Okay. I don't know how many pages I've got made now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I need 1 more page, 2 more pages. Okay. I better hurry. We gotta go, go, go. All right, so we did a black page. Here, in fact, I'll show you what we've got. Maybe we need to do another predominantly black. So here's the black, pink, pale pink. This is a page we did already. I think I like this pattern. I've got this page. Okay, cool. I've got another page like that I may use. Here's a page that I made that's an envelope. So I had a business envelope that had windows on the front like this. And I was like, well, I couldn't quite get it. It seems kind of silly for the scrunched up window. So I cut a hole in the envelope, and then I put a piece of transparency film behind it. And then I made a little card to go in it. And behind the transparency film, this is a page that I printed monochrome on my computer on pink paper. And I used this is from the Enchanted Rose kit elements, and glued this down. I didn't really decorate this side. I don't think it needed. And I stitched this together. So we have a pocket here, and we have this flip out. And then this is going to go right here. And I thought the little sticky out there. And then over here, I just added a strip of that same paper that I showed y'all earlier. And I added a little tuck spot in the corner there. This is another one of Norella's spring papers on this side. I happen to have a scrap of some Bella Rose, so I cut it backed with some black paper. And then this is, I think this might be Bella Rose. And this is Bella Rose where I stamped the library card on top. And then just kind of, and I think you could, yeah, there's a little text spot there. In fact, let's put a tiny library card in it. I know I saw some. Aha, a little tiny library card. And we'll just stick it like that. It's loose, loosey-goosey. Here I had a piece of black fabric, or ribbon, that I stitched down. And this is one of those tear-off pages. And on this side, this is from Her Allure. And even though it had some green in it, I liked that it was predominantly just pink. Okay? You really like that page? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was another piece of one of those monochrome pages that I trimmed smaller. I ripped it. And then this was scrapbook paper in the background. And the reason this happened is I had black ink that bled through my paper. So to cover it up, I just put another piece of paper and then I just started layering from the Enchanted Rose. This is water damage, but it's vintage now, okay? This is from the Enchanted Rose, and it was a chipboard piece that was in the kit. And I sprayed it with the It's Black on top of there, and then did some layering. This side I used the rose border. That's a stamp that I have. And then Be the Change You Wish to See in the World. And then this says Journal on that side. Here I used from one of the stencil clubs and the Bella Rose. Okay, I don't know why my camera is acting weird today. I have to do some adjustments. And I used some of the rubber stamps and element kits. Water damage is good. Exactly. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you so much, Sam. If you could get a Christmas kit every month, you'd be happy, Amanda Dawn. Did you like the kit? This is one of the, I think this is from the Enchanted Rose kit. Again, it was a page that was left over. It may be, I don't know if that's the planner page or just a page. And then here's another Enchanted Rose where I stitched down the edge. And then on this side, oh, got it upside down. On this side, I went in the So Artsy kit. This is a paper clip. And I changed the background, which was vintage sepia, brown, beigey color, and told it to pink. Norella, can you see the difference in the pink? So this is the Enchanted Rose pink. I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of fun. And this is an altered paper clip that I had left over from the Enchanted Rose. And then here I took a piece that I tore and wrapped it around one of these pieces of black cardstock and then stitched it. And then stamped the word journal and then added some little embellishments. I didn't put anything on this side. All right, so let's make another page or two. So Artsy favorite kit. Oh, yeah, for the Cardinal. That's right. You ordered the other kits that I had left. I happen to have the one large journal kit from the, what was it? A Christmas Dream. And then you also got the Merry Little Christmas. All right, so what do we need? I think we need more of a black page, don't we? Another black page. So I'm going to get another piece of black. I'll go ahead and fold it in half just so I know what we're dealing with here. I wonder what this would look like. I've got some napkins here. All right, let's see what happens if I rip these. Oh, I thought there was more layers. It might kind of sink into the page, but I don't know. We're going to rip it apart here. Okay. Let's get my little mixed media mat out. And I'll get my little glue pot. I think I forgot to put glue in it the last time I used it. Well, apparently I can't get the lid off. Yeah, I need to put some glue in it. Normally I put a little bit of water, but I don't want it too wet with this napkin. So I've got a paintbrush here. What I'm going to do is rip around this flower. Maybe. Okay, one layer of napkin doesn't want to rip? Come on, man. Trying to get away that hard straight line edge. You could also wet it with a paintbrush and tear it. Okay, I think I like this. Maybe like that. Then we'll do this one in the corner on the other side. All right. Y'all with me still? That napkin ate spinach. It's strong. When you want it to be strong, it would just fall apart in your fingers, right? Okay, I wanted to get it all torn before I go to start layering it down. All right, let's get the scraps out of the way. Move, move, move. All right, so I'm going to lay down some glue. I may need a little bit of water. Okay, I should be able to pop this down. All right, I need more glue down here. A little bit of water. The glue, even though it's white, will dry clear. It may have a little bit of a shiny sheen to the page, but I'm okay with that. All right, let's get some more glue going, and we're going to do this other corner. I hardly ever do napkins live because they do take a little bit of time. But for y'all, just for y'all, I thought I would do one. Oh, I almost glued it down over here. Now it's got a hole in it, but that's okay. That's part of the vintage vibe, right? That kind of covers it up. Okay. Put that in my water. I'm going to trim off this piece over here. All right, I'm going to wipe off my mat of any excess glue. And while this is drying, I'm just going to turn it over and we're going to work on this side. Okay? Kind of a 2-for-1 thing going on here. All right, so I've got, oh yeah. Oh, come on now. Got that. Oh yeah, and I have this rose piece. Maybe these tickets. I think I'm going to make a pocket that'll go over here. This will go in that pocket on this side. And then maybe what we'll do over here is we'll put these tickets down as a belly band, but let's find something to put on top of it. It's a piece of black paper. Oh, I don't have enough of that fabric. Oh, but I have this pink ribbon. Okay, I think I've got a plan. So here's what I'm going to do. First, this is going to be a pocket piece. I'm going to grab another book page. I think there's some right here. I always keep a book handy that I can just rip up. It's going to be basically a foundation paper for like a pocket. I've got papers going everywhere. All right, so I want this. This is a new rose, angled rose. And I'm looking at it. Do I want it more of a corner piece? I think so. So we're going to trim. I'll come up here. Let's make it 3.5 inches. I'm going to rotate it around, and I want this to be, well, I think I could get away with making a 3.5 inch square. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got this book page. What I'm going to do is fold it in half and glue it together. Pink and black are some of your favorites. Does anybody see rum? Oh no, that's sad. All right, I'm just smoothing that out. And now what I'm going to do is take this piece and glue it on top, and then we'll go around the edge. I'll use my paper cutter to cut it. It's just faster to me. Rum. I got some eggnog. I actually use it in my coffee. I'll kind of make an eggnog coffee. No booze, just the coffee. I use it as creamer. All right, I'm going to add some distress inks to this square as soon as I find my tool. We need to colorize the rose. I'm thinking that I want to round these corners just to give it a different look. So I'm going to get my corner chomper and go around the edges. This rose flower that you're seeing here is an artist by the name of Stephen Hackley. Stephen? I think it's Stephen. Hackley Designs, Hackley Art, Hackley Fine Art. And I met him at a show here in Oklahoma a while back. And I bought one of his prints, but I was looking to see if he happened to have some on his website that I could print, and he didn't. So I stole one. So I'm telling you that. Don't judge me too harshly. I'm not selling it. All right, I'm just getting from the, what is that? That is the, oh, it's upside down. That is the Sun-Kissed Cube. I've got the leaf from the Sun-Kissed Cube. I'm going to stamp it in black all on this in the background. You're judging me for that one? Don't judge me too harshly. I have good intentions. I just thought it would be pretty to print, to have as part of the pink and black. All right, so this would be a pocket in this corner. And then this is going to go on top, but we need to color it. So, you know, I have a tendency to use Tattered Angels. Sometimes I'll use watercolor pencils. I'm just going to kind of roughly come in here with a pink. I didn't cut that little section out there. And let's get a green ready. I think this green will be good. So I'm using watercolor pencil, and then what I'll do is grab some Tattered Angels and a paintbrush, and we'll color these. The water will be the Tattered Angels. All right, so I'm going to grab a brush. Here we go. Just so I don't drip it all over the place. I'm going to lay it like that. And let's do the Enchanted Rose color. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush and dip it down in there. You can always put some in a palette. Now I'm mixing the colored pencil with the Tattered Angels, so it's getting a little bit of some shimmer on top of it. It's blending out this pink, and I think I did the right choice with the pink. What do you think? Okay. I don't think I have a green Tattered Angels out right here next to me, but I think I might have Dazzling Diamonds. No, but I have from the Christmas kit. This is called Candlelight. So it's got a pearlescent color to it. Now, don't get huffy, right? Don't get upset. It's okay. All right, so I'm going to come in here where the green is and use the Tattered Angels. That's my wet medium. I need a little bit more. Oh, that's a little much. I have to spread it around a little bit. All right, I'll hit it with my heat tool so it'll be dry. And I forgot to trim this little piece out. I've been trying to do that, and I use my X-Acto knife to do that. So I'll get one out. I hit this with my heat tool real fast. And I think my napkin page side is dry. It's kind of vintagey, old scrapbook look to me. All right, so I'm going to move my mixed media mat out of the way. And I'm just going to come in here and cut this little section out. That should, oh, I didn't get it all the way. Okay, I did miss this side. Sometimes I get a little overzealous and don't push hard enough. Oh, I cut off part of it. Dang it. Well, thankfully we're gluing this down. Okay. I want some Distress ink, vintage, or walnut stain. Hold it with my fingers so I don't rip it anymore. There we go. I'm going to rotate this. Let's do it this way. And then I'll glue it down and I'll glue it back where it needs to go. Okay. Yes, when you watch videos, it counts. Exactly. Yeah, painting with Tattered Angels is a lot of fun. It's easy. Thank you, Norella. Thank you, Julie. Yes, watching my videos the first time or the 300th time still counts. And if you would leave a comment when you rewatch a video, I would greatly appreciate it, because that also is a deterrent. And you say, hey, Linda, I had to come back and watch this for the 3rd time because I wanted to see whatever. All right, I'm going to use my old credit card, gift card on the back side to help smooth that. Oh, I like it. You know what? Since I have it out, this is the Fabulous stamp. Let's see if I've got, oh, I haven't peeled the back off yet. Fabulous. Got a little scrap of paper. First, I'm going to stamp it onto another piece. And don't be afraid, like I'm seeing a little line right over the U. So I'm going to take my scissors and come in here and just kind of cut that away. And there might be some right there. So I don't always trim them completely like this when I make them for others. Sometimes I'll try to do it. Okay, I like that. This over. Fabulous! Little scraps of paper come in handy. See, like that? Yeah, people come and go a lot. Okay, so this is going to go right there. Maybe like this. Let's make this a pocket. Good night, Norella. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, if you watch them, it counts. Put that down right here. And then we'll put the Fabulous on there. Like that. I have a different piece of pink paper we may use. And I have this pink cardstock. I think I'll make a tall, skinny card here. So let's cut this to be, well, maybe we'll make it 4 inches. I'll go ahead and make another 4-inch one. Because then it'll be cut, see? And I'll have to use it. So if we put that behind there, let's round the corners and add some kind of embellishment to it. Again, I was trying to go through my stash and use all the scraps I had left over. Okay, so let's stamp. Well, you know, I have it out. I like it. I'm going to use the Henna Rose across the top. I think sometimes just simplicity is just so pretty. All right, I have this dyed paper that I made of Tattered Angels a while back. I'm going to trim this to be 5 by 5 by, that's a 1/2 inch short, so 7.5 inches. Because then this should fit right there. And that gives us some additional writing space. And it's something different than I've done on the other pages. Oh, thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, Morgan, Lori, Tammy, Ruby, Tanya, and Robin for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Bella, B-E-L-L-A, Bella Rose. That was this one, Bella Rose. And this is called the Henna Rose. Okay, I like that there. I know I've used roses a lot. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. This is the Connected Curl border. I haven't even used it. Whenever I make stamps for y'all, sometimes I have to fill the sheet with other images in order to get the order done, or the sheet's so full I can only get one stamp for me, so I'll get one stamp for me and the rest are all for y'all. This was one of those times that I did the filler, and I just thought this would be kind of pretty. It's little connected S's or curls back and forth. I'm going to go off the page so it looks like I did it on purpose on both sides. I got pretty good at lining that up too, didn't I? Let's see if I can do it again. Probably not. Ha! I did it! So that was, I made my border page so that I could see what borders I have. And I haven't cut this one yet for myself, but I went and put it on the sheet. Come on, camera. I kind of like that. The simplicity of it. Thank you so much, Suzanne, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I like that. Ooh, I have this little rose snippet. I think I'll put that right there. I'm going to glue it. Oh, let's kind of glue it as a tuck spot in case you want to tuck something behind it. You can. So I'm making it at an angle. All right, we did fabulous on the other side. What do we want? Collect beautiful moments. I like that phrase. Okay. And I think I saw one here a moment ago. I saved these little strips of paper. Here we go. I think I've showed y'all that I've got a little bin back behind me. And so I'll save these little strips. And I found that if I position things a certain way when I print them, that I end up with the perfect little strip that I can stamp my little phrases on. I used a 12-point font to get this typewriter looking text. Yeah, I have a bunch of words I've been adding to my shop. Okay, collect beautiful moments. I think we need some pink behind there. And I happen to have this little strap. So like that maybe? Or should I do black? I'd cut it smaller. Maybe what I'll do is I'll layer it. Hey, you're going to get more than one piece of fabric here. All right, so I'm going to fold that in half. And I want it to be About that wide. Okay. Should be $3, so $3. All right, so what if we did this? Is that what we want? Like that? You said you wanted pink and black, so this is pink and black. I hope I'm giving y'all some ideas, you know, to think outside the box. Try to use up your supplies that you have. All right, I'm getting ready to glue it to the pink. You like that with the pink? Okay. I'm glad. It's too late now, like I was really waiting for you. May need a little bit more glue there. There we go. Oh, I have this little journal card. How about that? That looks good. Okay, so we did this side. I think we need a little something up here, don't you? We have Fabulous at the bottom. I happen to have this black polka dot ribbon. I think that'll be good. So what I'm going to do is cut this piece to be the size I need it. And I'm going to put some Best Glue Ever on the back and set it aside to dry, air dry, so it will stick down on my page. I've got this Grow Grain ribbon. Okay. So I'll let that dry for a minute. Let's work on the other side. Polka dots! Okay, so this side of our page, we kind of layered out this napkin in the background. So it really looks like an old decoupage gone wrong. But I have this pink left. So I'm going to cut this in half by doing the old score and tear method. And I know we're covering up some of our napkin, but I think what I want to do is I'm going to add some distress ink, and then I'll look through my scraps here, and basically we'll either use a scrap of paper or I'll find some washi tape, and we'll make these little flip outs so that you can journal on both sides of this paper if it flips out. What do you think? You like that? Okay. Go on this side. Oh, I almost put a piece of paper on my glue, which is almost dry, so I think I can put it on the other side. All right, I like that. I'm going to flip this over for a moment and put my ribbon down. Try to get it straight. I don't want to pull it either. I want it to go down. All right. Got it a little longer than I need, but that's okay. I'll just cut it off. I kind of like that. Just adding that little touch of the polka dot. All right, so over here, I think we're going to decorate those a little bit and attach them. What do I want to use? Oh, that's not big enough. I was wondering if this fabric was big enough to make a little hinge. Yeah, well, we're going to do it anyway. Okay. So I got these two little pieces. Let's add some, maybe some stenciling to this. So let's use, we're going to use the flower and vines. I think that'll be pretty. And we'll use the Distress Ink Black Soot since it's already pink. And it'll make it a subtle gray on that pink. You have to slow down. You can't go super fast or you'll crinkle up your stencil. Oh yeah. It may be a little bit darker than I should have made it, but I like it. All right, let's do this one. Okay, what is our time? 5:30. I gotta hurry. I gotta do, I think I need one more page, but I'll look. Okay. And if we put this right here, it'll kind of give us that look. If I was smart, I could have stitched that down, but oh, I don't know. I don't think I like it. Ah, I know what I can do. I can glue this to a strip of paper and then I'll stitch and glue it over here, but I'll stitch it for real on this piece. So I just need a scrap, because you're not going to see the other side. I'm just going to cut these to be the same size. I'll put a little bit of glue on here just to help hold it in place long enough when I go to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb, in just a moment. Is this one long enough? Not really. Let's do this one. Sometimes fabric, when you go to glue it down, you can see the glue through it, and it doesn't always adhere very well because of the fibers. So we're going to cheat. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue just a tiny bit of glue to help hold it in place right on this edge. And then we're going to do this one on the opposite edge. And then we're going to go to the sewing machine and I'll show you where I'm going to stitch. Okay, so I'm going to the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch all the way around this outside edge, and then I'm going to stitch right here on both pieces, and then I can glue the flap down, but it looks like it was stitched into place. Does that make sense? All right, let's go to the sewing machine. All right, so I'm just going to start where I know my paper doesn't have any glue. I'm also trimming this up just a little bit. It's a little too long. There. Okay. So I'm going to start here and stitch all the way around. Pick the corner and turn. And then this way, because we have this flip out, you can see the napkin in the background. And you could always glue another piece of paper over that napkin area to have more writing space. All right, so now I'm just going to stitch down this edge. You see how I did that? All right. All right, are we all still here? I gotta hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. I wanted to show you all kinds of things today. We're just a stitching away. Just a stitching. Makes me have a great day. All right, then we'll stitch down this piece. And we got that one all stitched together. You're here, Margie, you're here. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this piece and fold it even with my edge. Do this one the same way. Okay. All right, so these are going to go in the corners here. I'm just folding it back and forth both ways. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this on this tab of paper here, and then it'll flip like this. So you have the writing space on both sides. So putting glue on that tab, and then I'm going to line it up on my page. So it looks like I stitched it to the page, but I cheated and stitched it to another piece of paper. And then we glued it into place. We'll put that right here. Flip out! Ta-da! We're going to flip out! Dun, 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 flip out! Come on, flip out! Oh, I've got this little rose. I'll put it in the corner so it kind of gives you this look like a tab. What do you think? I don't want to come too far over on this one, so. There we go. Flip out! All right, and then we'll put this one over here. I'm going to fold my page back the other way just so that I don't glue it too far up. And I'm singing. All right, let's put it. There we go. I like it. Do, 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 do. Flip out. All right, I think it needs something else behind there, but we're running out of time. What else can I put on there? If I had... I hate to cover up that napkin, though. All right, I'm going to leave it. Y'all just figure out. I think we need a word sentiment down here at the bottom. How about live your best life and aspire to be amazing. So we're going to put the collect beautiful moments away. Okay, did I get it off? Live your best life. We're going to do that one first. Thank you, Sam, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do y'all like this pink and black journal? What are we gonna do next week, I wonder? Margie's an enabler. Thank you, Sam, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to do Aspire to Be Amazing. And I think it'll fit. Yep. I think I got it a little crooked, but that's all right. It's usable. It's handmade. The machine didn't perfectly print it over and over and over. All right, so I'm going to do some distress inks here. All right, should we put it here on the corner? Maybe the opposite corners? Like that. I think that looks good. Purple and gold, Julie says. I don't have a lot of gold stuff. And I would think metallic gold, not yellow gold, in that it's that muted, almost an orangey gold. Okay. So, we made this side. We've got this. We have a flip out. We have another flip out over here. You could even do, if we put that there. Okay, should I do that? Should I put that behind there? So that you have additional writing space that fits right behind. Let me do this again over here. What do you think? I can add some distress inks to that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Yeah, gel print pages. I don't know if we're going to have time between now and Monday to do some gel printing because of Christmas, but maybe we can do it as the first journal in the new year. Okay, I like that. You're using gold paint because you don't have gold ink. All right. Let's do that. So I'm going to stamp on here. I'm going to use the Bella Rose on here and stamp it in the corner. Then that kind of gives us something else. All right, I'm going to do that corner, so I'm going to do this corner. You really like this page? Well, thank you, Robin. Because it's pink and black. Okay, I'll put this one here and put that one there. Oh, down. Okay, I like that. All right, so I'm going to glue this so that it's positioned behind here. Gives us that layer of the napkin. All right, so I'm going to kind of use this part to center it. Maybe. What do you think? And it doesn't, it's not bulky because of the text white paper. You like the interactive and the collage? Interactive pages. Oh, it's only new for one day and then it's Halloween. just think, when Christmas happens, then it'll be another 365 days and Christmas will be here again. You like it? Maybe we're going to make that the middle of our journal. Okay. Oh, I got to hurry. I need to hurry, hurry, hurry. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more journal page. Oh, I just lost a card. Okay, I want to use this page, and then here's another page that I made on my printer. Basically, I went in again and told the page to convert this was pink to black and printed it on pink paper. And then we've got this page. I think what I'm going to do is put these back to back and then just make some pockets and embellish these pretty quick. I've got some scraps that I just kind of picked that I thought would go with. So I'm just going to glue these back to back. Yeah, you know, collaging, it just kind of depends on what you have. I don't do a lot of collaging right now in my journals, and I don't know if it's because it produces scraps. And I don't layer a whole lot on a journal page because it makes it so thick. So I have a tendency to cut things to be straighter and layer them. I thought y'all might like seeing just some other ideas of layering. Let's put this on the outside. Okay. We went in a direction up and down. The horrible scraps. Yeah, don't overthink it. Okay, so I've got this little pink paper. A little piece of it. I have another little pink piece. Maybe we'll save that for this side. What else do I have here? I've got a piece of black cardstock. I've got a piece of white cardstock. I've got a tag. What else do I have? Oh, maybe we should make a little pocket with this strip of paper that I have left over. And we'll just have a little text spot there. And maybe we'll fold that and make that a journal card. And did I not use this earlier? Or is this a second one? I'm pretty sure I used it. Or did it fall out? Where is it? It must have fallen out. Because I don't see it. So I'm going to put it right here. With the word journal coming up behind it. There we go. All right, I'm going to trim this down. Yeah, they breed, don't they? Any black print, black and white on pink paper. Yeah, that's kind of what I did, was just put pink paper in and thought, well, I'll play with it. So we'll go all the way across. So let's make this about 2 inches. All right, we'll put some distress inks on the edges here. And we'll glue that across the middle. All right, I have got to hurry to get the cover made. I was going to make a fancy cover, so we're running out of time. I'm going to glue this as a pocket down here. I had too many ideas I wanted to share. I got to take pictures of this journal when I'm done. All right, I'm just going to fold this in half and add some distress inks. And I see I have a journal card up here that I cut earlier. I'm going to round the corners though. Woohoo! Sandra won! Alright, so we'll put that there. That'll go behind there. Try not to push it down in it so it doesn't glue shut. I don't know if I want to, I don't want to cover this up. So I'm looking at something here. If I do this opposite, what if I was trying to decide if I wanted to make this like a little flip up. But it's not cooperating the way I want it to. Okay, so I'm going to rip this and rip it this way. I don't want it to go above this area, but I want to add some distress inks to the edges. Did I do this side? No. Okay. I've got a little piece of fabric. Okay, I'm going to cut this to fit. We're making a cluster. So do I want to do it like that? Let's do black ink around. Put that down first. And put that on top. So we need a little piece of pink, right? How's that? I did a collage, y'all. All right, so I'm going to glue this in place. I'm going to glue down the paper first. So I want to make sure that it stays below my top edge here. Okay. And then I'm going to put some glue over here. In a generous amount so this fabric will stay in place. Uh-oh. I think I want to do this. I may change my mind here. Okay. I'm putting it at an angle just a little bit. Y'all fading on me? All right, so I want to put it, I guess, at the bottom more. I think I need to put some pink around that edge, so I'm going to grab my Distress Oxide and my blending brush. That adds just a little bit of pink to it. Okay. I'm going to glue it down here as a pocket. So I'll put glue on this edge, across, on the other edge. So this flips up, so we have writing space over here that we can use under our little flip up. And I have a tag here. Let's see what else I have. Oh, I have this tag. Maybe this tag will be better. That tag will be better. All right, so let's get a piece of fabric. I have a little piece of black left here. I'll poke it through that hole. I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch right across the top here. You love it? Well, thank you. Okay. Oh, it's coming out of my pocket. And this is just another page that I tore. And I'm thinking I'm going to just leave it on this side with some Distress ink around the edges. And maybe we'll adhere some fabric or washi tape at the top. Did add side as well. I don't know, maybe I'll just glue it down and then glue another little embellishment over the top of it. But I have to find the right embellishment. I think that would work. And what if I happen to have a piece of black paper here? If I cut this, well, it's not straight, but I think you get the gist of it. Oh, I like that. Keeping it relatively simple. We'll glue this one down. You can't see it, you don't use it. You got to have it on your desk. And that becomes a problem if you have a small space and a large amount of things. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any lace. I don't have any black lace. All right, so I'm going to put some edges here. Maybe I'll grab I think I saw a piece of lace. Let me look. Oh, I see some ivory lace. So what if cut this? Just a little piece of lace. Okay, I'm gonna get some packing tape. Well, that didn't work. I just want a small piece. Oh, thank you, Raven, for your donation. I'm just going to put a piece of tape over that lace a little bit to help keep it in place. And then we're going to glue this up in this corner. So make a little tuck spot. Thank you so much, Raven, for your donation. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Suzanne and Barb and Morgan and Lori and Tammy and Ruby and Tanya and Robin And Margie. This is that Bella Rose again. So I'm going to get my, got different color Tattered Angels. Or not Tattered Angels, a color pencil. What color is this one? Rose Madder Lake. And use a little bit of this. And then let's grab the green. I don't always grab the same colors. I put all my watercolor pencils in this tin. It says Grandma's Money. I think it came with a lid and my mom gave it to me a long time ago. Okay, I've got a water brush. This time I didn't use Tattered Angels with it. I just used water. Okay, squeeze out the color. I've already gone around the edges with Distress inks. Kind of speeds things up. All right, let's dry this real quick. Use it as soon as you get something. That's another thing too. You know, I had a friend that she said, I have to take it out of the bag, I have to take it to my room, and I have to use it right then and there. What else does that need? Okay, I have got to go to the restroom, so y'all tell me what you want here. When I get back, I'll read it real quick. I came back. All right, what do you want to see? What do you want? You want a nap, Tanya? A cookie? A cookie would be good. A double Big Mac with cheese and fries? Tamales? Y'all got food on the brain. Tanya's finished baking cookies. All right, I have this little piece here. I think we need some words. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down as a tuck spot or a pocket. Like so. And then I happen to have this tag that I sprayed with Tattered Angels earlier. I think that would be pretty over here. So let's put, well, I've got this black ribbon. What else do I have? Do I have another piece of fabric? I have, oh, here's some lace. Robin wanted some lace. I got a little bitty piece of this seam binding lace. I'll poke that through. Or should I put the pink on top? No, I want the black on top. All right, let's put that through the hole. Julie wants butterflies. Okay. All right. I can do a butterfly. I can. All right, I'm going to stitch this down real quick. All right, so what we'll do is I'll grab a scrap of paper, and I need the butterfly page. Butterfly page, I got the butterfly page. I haven't created an index of this page yet, but I think I will soon. Well, this is called the White Glider. It's actually a moth, and these are by Beeline Designs. And then I've got the small butterfly. So I think we're going to use this one. Find my little acrylic block. Here it is. And let's stamp it in the picked raspberry. Okay, so it just kind of gives a little subtle pattern. And then I'm going to clean the stamp off. And then let's do it in black once. How's that? You like that? Just simple design. I kind of like that. All right, so then we've got this side made. Let's put a butterfly over here just because we did it on the other side. So I'll put it right here. It's textured paper, so it kind of has a textured look. All right, I'm going to put the butterfly away. I'm going to get a different one, a smaller one. I'm going to stamp it on this. There. I like it. I hope you do too. All right, so let's clear back some things off my desk because I need the space. Oh yeah, I'm going to need this for the cover. I've got a so this is from the Enchanted Rose journal kit. And I thought what we would do is I would trim this down and mount it on the black so that it kind of has a little black border around the edge. So I'll trim this down to be, let's do 7.5 inches. And then I'm going to trim off 1/4 of an inch on each side so that it ends up being 10. I think that's what was wrong with this. This was completely the wrong size. Okay. I think I cut more off the top than I should have. I need to cut more off these edges. So I need to cut another 1/4 of an inch on each side. 1/4 of an inch. I'll wait here just a moment to make sure I see everybody in the chat. Come on, Junkie Joe! While I was rebooting my computer, apparently there was a bug. It said it had a bug in the app that I use. I'm there. Okay, good. All right, let me close this. Okay, so while I was waiting for the computer to reboot, I just put some glue on the ribbon in the center here. And now what I'm going to do is, hey, I'll get the giveaway going again. So get in there if you want some of that orange paper. I'm going to glue this. I'm not going right to the edge because we're going to go to the sewing machine here in just a moment. So I'm just putting glue in the middle. And put that in the middle here. Make sure it's going to fold. And the inside is black. Let me see what I have here that we could use. Ooh, I have a strip of this paper, this pink paper. All right, it's kind of a thin piece, so I'm going to cut it to be 11 inches. Let's see what I have scrap-wise here that I could use to reinforce it, and we'll make a pocket. I happen to have, no, that clashes way too much. Too much clash. Well, looking, how about a piece of pink cardstock? That doesn't really scream, does it? But what we'll do is we'll cut it anyway, and we'll use some distress inks to fix it up a little bit. So this is about a 2-inch strip. So let's go 2.5 inches. So there'll be a top and a bottom to it. And let's get the pink. So I'm just going right over that edge. Woohoo, Barb! Oh, the rising sun. Oh, thank you, Ada, for your donation. We have plenty for our journal giveaway today. So if you want a chance to win this journal, just make a donation of any dollar amount. And then when I say you're going to enter the raffle, I think I'm also going to stamp this outside edge. So I'm grabbing a scrap. I'm going to use that Henna Rose. I'm just stamping across the top here. And we'll stamp down this bottom. And then there's just a pocket that goes all the way across. You like it? All right, I was trying to decide if I wanted to sew this all at once. I think I'm going to sew it separately. So what we'll do, we're going to go to the sewing machine in just a moment. I'm going to add some distress inks to this pink piece here. And we'll stitch these together. We'll stitch the outside cover, and then I will put the journal together. And then we'll do a flip through. So we're getting really close. Going to Margie's. Oh, 70 something for Christmas. Perfect. I'm used to that growing up, Robin, because we would go out and play on our new toys that we got for Christmas when we had beautiful weather. All right, I'm just putting enough glue to help hold this in place. Okay, so I'm going to stitch on this piece, and I'm going to stitch all the way around on this piece, okay? Yeah, it was colder here last year. It was really cold last year. Okay, stitching. We did lots of sewing today. We did some stamping. I used stencils, fabric, a piece of lace, a doily, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. We made a multi-layered pocket using Pam from the Outpost design with some modifications because I wanted to have my journal cards be of varying heights, but didn't necessarily want to use giant or really long journal cards. Trying to use what I have. Use some ribbon that I've had in my stash. Lots of fabric. And then we're going to stitch on this piece. The winter's briefly begun. I know it. We may end up with it. We're just a stitching away. Oh, I bumped the camera. Sorry about that. Today is the last day of autumn. Winter officially starts tomorrow. I hope y'all have a very happy Merry Christmas. To take some time for yourself, and then of course if you get to visit with family, whether it be virtually or in person, I hope you get to do that. All right, like that. Man. All right, let's clear some of this back out of the way. And we'll put this right here. I see where I need to trim. I have too many things on my desk. Too many things on my desk. That's too many things on my desk. All right, we're going to do this as a pocket. Oh, you would like to go somewhere to see snow for Christmas? I would like to go, if we did that, and be in a cabin in a mountain somewhere and have all the supplies I would need for a week and not have to go anywhere. Have a beautiful fireplace and a view outside, or a really pretty fire pit that you can sit and stay warm and enjoy the view. Otherwise, I don't want any part of that. If I have to get out in it and drive around, no. I probably should have just made these shorter pockets, but impatient I am. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and while that's drying, I'll get my journal pages and we'll stack them out in the order that I want them to put in my journal. All right, y'all into the raffle. Yeah, the fire makes it nice, doesn't it? All right, I like that one. I'm trying to decide what I want for my inside center. I like this. Now, I did a couple of flip outs in this journal. I kind of like that. But this was, I'm missing a page, aren't I? Where is it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where did I put it? Oh, no. Where's the page? Oh, wait, here it is. Okay. And then this is the black. No, I had another black page. Ah, I was overlooking it. Do we want that as the center? I kind of like this for the center. I think maybe multi-pockets. All right, multi-pockets is going in the center. And I think that's going to be my first page. Then my second page. That'll be a good one there. Text weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I think I may need to swap this around. Oh, I don't want black with black exactly. So let's put this one here, this one there. Okay, I'm just kind of rearranging them to see what I like. And I'm going to start stacking these together. If y'all haven't done it, Junkie Joe is dead. Oh, he's there. He was just slow. He's just a little bit slow. I tried to put some kind of embellishment on several of the pages to kind of give us some more little tabs and elements. So we have some fabric and lace on the edges on some of the pages. Okay, and that'll be the dead center. All right, so this should be dry now. Okay. Line this up in here. We're going to do a pamphlet stitch. So I'll get my tools out that I need for binding my journal together. It's fluffy. I'll tell you that, y'all. It is fluffy. Make sure I got my pages all even. Got paper clips hooked together. Oh my. Come on now. There we go. I'm putting more than I need paper clip wise because sometimes pages will pop apart on you. I think I like that multi-layered pocket in the middle. Get my little template. And I need a needle. There's a needle in here somewhere. Somewhere. There's a needle in here somewhere. I'll stab myself with it, and that's how I'll find it. You know that, right? That's usually how it goes. Okay. Get my little template, which is falling apart. I need to make another one. All right. Poke this in the middle. Okay. Who wants this journal? 1, 2, 3, and I'll cut this off. Put some of my tools away. You ready for a kitty? You gotta feed them. Your unicorn is named Fluffy, and he always perks up when he hears his name. Okay. I like it. I want to make sure it's tight. I think I've decided one more thing I want to do to this journal. Maybe you will like it. I don't know. We shall see. All right. Got all my paper clips away. I think I want to put a piece of ribbon that's on here on the spine. And then it is long enough that you can use it kind of as a bookmark in your journal. Do we need it long enough that it goes all the way down? Okay, we're going to do it that way. All right, so I can do a flip through of this journal. What I'm going to do is mark this to be right here. Okay. I'm going to put some of the best glue ever on the back side of this and set this aside to dry, and then I can do a flip through of the journal. So I'm just putting a little zigzag of glue, kind of dotting it. The best glue ever when it air dries is really tacky, and when you're using fibers like this, sometimes the Aleene's tacky glue won't stick or it'll be a wet mess. And this gives it an opportunity to kind of work. Without making a sticky mess. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. That's going to go on at the end. And I put the cover on upside down. Oh my God. Oh well. The butterflies are upside down. That's what I get for not paying attention. All right, we're going to fix that. So what I want to do is, I think I may have a little embellishment. Look here. I'll put that butterfly on top of this one. And let's see if I've got another one. I have a little bird. Maybe I'll put the bird on the front. And I'll put this butterfly on the back. The butterflies fall. You'll never notice. I put it together upside down. All right, should I glue the little butterfly on? Oh my. You think they're flying? You think you like that upside down? I think I want to change one of them though. So I'm going to change this one. And then that way it looks like this one is flying down. Okay. No, leave it like it is. I'm going to do it on the front one. Because it makes me feel better. All right, we're going to put that one right there. Plus, it's a different texture than the other. I like it. No, I'm not making it a pink butterfly because there's a teal one on the backside and I didn't have a pink one. So you get what I have and you're going to like it. All right, I need my this journal made by stamp. And I think because the paper is black back here, did I get one of my tags caught? I did. Oh, good. I just had all kinds of issues here. I've got a little script of paper, so I'm going to stamp on there and then glue it into the journal. See, this journal made by a pen. And this is 12/20 of 2021. Let's add some distress inks and then we'll put that in the back of this journal. All right, y'all ready for the raffle? I know, I went way too long today. You can do it! All right, we'll put it right here. Okay, pick the winner. Giveaway. Winner of the orange mop-up sheets is Sam Spade. Congratulations, Sam. All right, let's reset that. And we need to start the last raffle. I'm going to say that y'all better be honest. If you donated, you can now enter the raffle. And we're going to go through this journal now. What do you think? It's kind of fluffy. It's got some ruffles on the edges a little bit. I'll tie it. Raffle, raffle, raffle. All right. So it's a little fluffy. Oh, you didn't see them? Oh, they were just some orange mop-up papers. I accidentally stamped on some. And I had some peach cardstock and a orangey piece of... you like polka dots and ruffles? Well, that worked out perfect, didn't it? All right, so we're going to flip through this. This was from the Enchanted Rose, and apparently I glued it down upside down because I glued my pocket on the inside. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking. I do have a pocket here. And then in this front pocket, I used one of the spring journal papers from Norella of Calico Collage. And then this was from the Enchanted Rose. Enchanted Rose. Collect Beautiful Moments is one of my rubber stamps. The little mini library card is one of my rubber stamps. The large library card was stamped on top of a piece of journal paper from the Bella Rose, or Enchanted Rose kit. So I'll put those in here. And I put some fabric tab. This is from the Her Allure Enchanted Rose. Thank you, Sandra, for your donation. Thank you, Ada, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You like ruffles, potato chips. I do too. This is called Letters from Home. It's a Beeline Designs image. And I had it left over from the Paris journal kit. Here I had a black tag. And so I took one of these little tear off sheets and cut it shorter and wrapped it around. And then this was just a scrap that I had here in my stash, and I zigzag stitched over it, and I used the Henna Rose on top of it. Over here we have an altered paper clip. These are from the Enchanted Rose kit. This was an altered page that I went in and picked the kind of a beigey cream background and told it to be pink. This is a Tattered Angels sprayed notebook paper. And then I stamped with the Bella Rose around the edge and then added a little tuft of fabric. We made this live today. So this was some text weight paper that I had and I just stamped on it. And here was some scrapbook paper that I sewed onto a piece of black cardstock. These are some of Norella's words that I shrunk when I print them. No family allowed, Ada. I understand. Oh, dear. And then this was a mop-up page that I had in my stash. This is the Birds, Flower and Birds, or Birds and Flowers journal. I think it's Birds and Flowers. Stencil. These were another one of Norella's images that I altered. I used a doily that I sprayed with Tattered Angels. I probably could have got away with cutting this in half, and then I could have used it on the other page. This is from the Enchanted Rose kit. And another one of the pages that I altered. And then I just made a journal card stamping on one side. This is some of the fancy watercolor paper from Canvas Corp prints. And then I took an envelope and cut a window bigger, and then the background is a page from the Enchanted Rose, but I told it to print monochrome, and then this flips out, So you have journaling space behind there. And this so happens to match because I used a scrap of the same print. I printed 3 or 4 times trying to adjust the colors. Scrapbook paper and from the Bella Rose kit. See, that's why I didn't have the pink butterfly for the cover. It got used in here. Did some stenciling over here and some stamping. This is another one of Norella's pages that I altered the color by putting the black in the background. Another one that I altered and made the pink image black, and then I printed it on pink paper. And then this flips up. This was a scrap of paper from the Enchanted Rose kit. Enchanted Rose. Another piece of cardstock that I just stamped. Some black text weight paper. We sprayed this with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. And then I stamped it with the Sun-Kissed Cube. And this is my new corner rose and the word fabulous. And then this flips out. So this was a stenciled paper. And we did a napkin in the background. So it's got a little tab there. Embrace the life that's calling you. And then here we have a multi-pocket that I showed you at the beginning of the live how to make. And I glued this as a pocket in the very back. So we have this piece that opens up. Make sure we're still live. I'm trying to be in a hurry. Get in there. And I decided to kind of push it up towards the top. Then I have this tag that I added some pink and black ribbon to. So that sticks back in the back. Actually, I had it here. But I think I'm going to do it differently this time. Now, this one goes here. I don't like that. I'm going to put it in the very back. I'm changing my order. There. Well, now I don't want that tag there. Maybe that's what I had before. There we go. I'm doing it differently than I did it before, but that's okay. Then we had just a card that I stenciled on, a scrap of paper that I did a couple of stamping, another little bookmark piece. I didn't put anything on the ties. This is from the Enchanted Roses. You didn't notice it's a repeat of the cover, but just cut down. Enchanted Rose. This is another flip out. Little tuck spot there. More of that cardstock. Another piece of this. So I tried to use all of it. I don't really have a lot of scraps left on my desk. I see one that apparently got wet from my diffuser that's laying over here. There's your butterfly, Julie. Over here on this side. Stamp journal over here. Use that chipboard piece. Another little journal card. This is the back side of the envelope. You can kind of see where the opening of the envelope would have been. We slice our envelopes from the top. We have a letter opener that we use. Another one of the altar pages from Norella that I glued on top of here is a strip. I like how this came out. Do you like it? Did you like the ideas I shared today? And there's that image from Stephen Hackley. And then here's where I did a card over, or a piece of paper over a card. And here's our last pocket. It's got a Norella's mason jars. And then we can tie it shut. Love it! It is fabulous, Tammy says. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to tie this shut. Oh, come on now. Twist around. Twist around the way I want you to. There. Just a simple little bow. Alrighty, well, Y'all got in the raffle? Love it. Let's pick the winner. I'm checking. Was there anybody that didn't get in? We got Raven, Robin, Ada, Barb, Margie, Lori, Morgan, Sam, Tanya, Ruby, Tammy, and Suzanne. So I think everybody's in. So we're going to pick a winner. On my knees, please, Sam says. And the winner is Ruby Lily. Congratulations. You won the journal today. Yay! Have you won a journal before? I know you've won other raffles, other prizes, but I didn't know if you'd ever won a journal. And I believe I have your mailing address, so we're good there. Okay, you haven't won a journal before? Well, yay! I'm glad you did. I hope you like this journal. I hope you enjoyed today, y'all. If there's another theme or suggestion that you want to make, let me know. I think for next Monday, I'm going to do an eclectic journal. Basically, I'm just going to use whatever I have on my desk. I've got a basket full of thingies that I can use, and that way I don't have to think ahead so much. I can just play. You didn't get it. Sorry, Sandra. You're very welcome, Tammy. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. Sam, Merry Christmas. Yeah, you're welcome, Ruby. You're very welcome. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you next Monday. We'll do a eclectic journal. I again thank you, each and every one of you, for your support. Remember, if you did donate, to go over to the website and check out the digital downloads that I offer. I did get the French papers that I said I would put in my shop. They're there for those that want them. If you are a donator, you get them for free. If you want to get them for free in the future, just give me a donation of any dollar amount. So those type of downloads that I put up there, you can get for free because of your YouTube donator membership by donating here on YouTube. All right. Y'all have a very Merry Christmas. Henry's probably wondering, when are you ever going to get off here so he can come home and eat some dinner with me? Y'all take care. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.